Good morning, Uma Community Clinic family. I'm Djour Jones. I'm a yoga therapist. I am on the land of the Tongva and Gabrielino First Nations people. These were the indigenous or original people of this part of the world. This land belonged to them and they belonged to the land. The land was eventually stolen from them by colonizers and enslavers and renamed Los Angeles. So I want to give thanks and gratitude to their stewardship of my hometown. If this is a first time yoga class for you, if you're new to yoga, just a couple of reminders. Take care of yourself. And what I mean by that is if you have any injuries or if you're post-op, anything like that, just move through the class using a little bit of caution and maybe trying out whatever we're doing in a more reserved way to make sure that you don't injure yourself or re-injure yourself or hurt yourself. There should be no pain with yoga. You may feel some discomfort, which is normal because we're moving the body sometimes in ways that hasn't been moved in a while or ever. So just, listen to your body. If something is painful to you, that is a red flag, warning sign, stop, no. But again, you may feel a little discomfort, which is good because that means you're stretching muscles and moving joints that maybe haven't stretched in a while or moved in a while. If you need to take a break, please make that happen for yourself. We will be taking breaks together, but if you need a break around those breaks, please feel free to resource yourself as needed. And then we're going to be breathing through our nose for the entire class. And I'll tell you the reason why we do that, just to say it up front so I don't have to stop and say it in the middle of our class. When you exhale, it helps to reset the nervous system. So, a nasal exhale helps to reset your nervous system. And so when you're feeling stressed out or anxious or upset about things, there is some proof that taking a breath will help a little bit. It won't change the thing that triggered you, but it'll help you to just calm down a little bit and it'll give you a little clarity on how to react or respond to that troubling thing or that it could be a job interview or some other sort of interview. It could be a meeting, a scary meeting with an entity or someone that has to take place. I use my example every week practically about the meeting. We're going to do some grounding and we'll be using the breath there too. But the meeting I have annually with my income tax guy, every year I owe. So I always go in there with trepidation of how much do I owe. He's a nice man, but let's face it, income tax, so when I'm in his lobby, I do some breathing techniques as well. And so thinking of the breath as an ever-present tool to resource yourself, again, when you're feeling anxious or just troubled, you can use the breath to just calm down. Again, the nasal breathing is what does that. There's some trigger in that exhalation through the nose that helps the nervous system to settle down a little bit. Okay, and then I want to start with the grounding, which I just mentioned a second ago. Basically, grounding is using our five senses to prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for our yoga time together. And you can use this grounding. I do these things too in the income tax man's office as well. Where we're using the five senses, and it also helps to settle. And you can use these tools anywhere. Again, an important meeting, a scary meeting, or a talk that you have to have with someone that might not be the most pleasant talk, you can use these tools as well, along with the breath work. So let's start, speaking of breath, let's start with our sense of smell and just notice what you smell in your space. So before we started, I flipped on my diffuser. So there's some floral blend going on right over there that has filled the room with a very pleasant smell. You may have coffee smells or food smells, or if you've showered or bathed, there's always a nice clean smell that comes out of the bathroom after a shower or bath. And so see what you notice. Maybe have flowers in the house or whatever. And you may have no smells at all, which is also good. It's just whatever is there. See what you notice. And then we'll move to our sense of sight. and having a look around your room as if it's the first time you are in your space. So we're looking with fresh eyes or new eyes. See what you notice there and look at the textures of the things. I'll name some of my things that I'm looking at. Stuff, number one. Books. I have some artwork around, some statues around. I have plants. The fabric of my furniture and the materials of the furniture. And I have some I can't remember. Mosaic here. There's a wet bar over there made of cracked tiles that I bought really cheap from the tile places that were broken, and had a man fashion a nice bar top for that. So over there, there's a lot of colors going on, but you might notice one color that jumps out at you, and see if you can find that color, and then maybe look for 2 or 3 other things in that color, and just see what you notice. We'll move on to our sense of hearing. We'll start with sounds inside your place or the room you're in. So I'll name mine. The cats have a little water fountain going on over there, and the diffuser's making, the motor's making a low sound. So see what you hear. And then we'll move to sounds outdoors. So about a half hour before class started, there was a long line of automobiles on my street. Unfortunately, my street has been made into a Waze shortcut. So some mornings there is literally a line of traffic. And I live on a block that's a double block, a really long block. The whole block is covered, and around the corner toward the main street up here. So now they're all gone. So now it's quiet again, no motor sound, no engine sounds. I hear my wind chimes going. And I can, if I open my window, I could hear the leaves rustling on the tree out front, because I can see they're moving. And so see what you hear outside your space. You may hear children's voices or laughter, adults talking, the gardener's machinery. See what you hear. And then we'll move into our sense of, let's see, what are we missing? Taste. So I'm drinking a little iced coffee. So that's what I have. See what you notice. And then let's move on to our sense of touch. So we're going to do we did this a couple weeks ago, a little scalp massage. This was very nice for me. So just taking the pads of your fingers or your nails and going around, start at the base of your neck and back, and just massaging in a way that feels nice for you. Moving your way to the sides, above the ears, and in the center, the crown, your crown, and then toward the front, toward the hairline. Nice scalp massage. And any massage helps to bring circulation to that part of your body. So you might start to feel a little tingling, maybe, but that is the additional blood flow or additional circulation that happens with every massage. Body responds, and that's always a good thing. Okay, so we are going to step back. So this was our sense of touch. This was the 5th sense. And I'm going to step back onto my mat. We'll do mat yoga today. And I want to go over just a couple of things to make your mat yoga experience comfortable. So we'll start. Good morning. Welcome. We will start with, hey, Terilyn, how are you, friend? Welcome back. I just want to show you how to make the padding for your mat. So you can, this is a regular bath towel, and I also have a yoga blanket. It does not have to be a yoga blanket, but it's what I have close by. So I always show this one every week. And you can use these to pad your knees, to pad your tush. When you lay on your back, you can pad like basically from the waist up, so your shoulder blades are cushioned. when you lay down. I've been in classes where it's a really relaxing, it's called restorative yoga class, or yin and restorative are really slow moving classes where you really hold still through most of the class. I'll spread this out across my entire mat so that I have cushioning. So those are a couple of tools. I'll show you how to use them. I'll just start for now with the sitting on these. So when we sit down, you can sit right on top of the towel or blanket, and that'll cushion your sit bones. Or you can find the edge of the towel or blanket and your sit bones, and that helps you to lengthen your spine a little bit. And so please choose where you want to place that, and you can always move it around as we go through class. And then I have a couple of blocks, and these are little extra special blocks, because these are not basically traditional yoga blocks, but they're very helpful because they have curved sides. And so you can use the blocks, even the square ones and traditional blocks, to help hold your thighs up so that they are not hanging in space. Sometimes when we're new to yoga, this shape is uncomfortable for our hip joints because some of the muscles up high on the hips are tight. So you can use the block. Blocks are used for support or to bring the floor up to you in certain yoga poses. So you can always use these. So we will start with some head circles, dropping your chin down to your chest. Let's start here and just hold here first. And breathing through your nose. So this forward head tilt allows the back of the neck to stretch. Those muscles get tight just throughout the day. So this forward head tilt allows them to stretch, and also it affects the muscles on the tops of the shoulders too. So breathing through the nose here, looking down, or you can close your eyes if you're comfortable with closed eyes. Take a breath in and then look up. We'll hold here for a couple of breaths. This is the front of the neck and the muscles around the throat. So they get a little stretch. And then coming back to neutral, we'll circle a few times. Start in either direction. We'll go both ways at some point. And so in these neck rolls or head circles, you may hear some sounds coming from your neck, and they are perfectly fine because those are little gas bubbles letting go. This should not hurt at all. But the sounds sometimes are a little startling because they seem so loud because they're very near our ears. And let's go the other way when you're ready. So circling, breathing through the nose. We're checking on our jaw to make sure the jaw is relaxed. We don't, a lot of times we clench unconsciously. And so we want to check on that because over time that could mess with your dentition over time. Let's go the other first way again, first direction again. And I do these in the car. I do these if I'm waiting for something. If I'm standing in a line, sometimes I'll circle my head and neck just to keep things moving. And let's go the second direction last time. Sitting up tall, shoulders over hips. And then coming back to center. Turn your chin towards your left shoulder. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. So this is stretching the right side of your neck. Hold here, keep breathing. And then look up on an inhale and hold there. Keep breathing. Inhale here and look down. And exhale and then keep breathing. Look down to the left side, sorry. And then inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. And last one, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. And then coming back to center, we'll go all the way to the right. Hold chin toward the right shoulder. Take some breaths here. And inhale, look up and hold there. Take some breaths. And really try to fill your lungs each inhale and then empty them with each exhale. Inhale again, then exhale, look down toward the right on the floor and hold there. And then inhale up, we'll do 3 more. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Last one, inhale up, exhale down. And here we're gonna do a twist to the right. So bring the left hand to the right knee, sit up straight and twist your upper body to the right. The right hand is behind you, flat palm, flat palm, and prop up on your fingertips, or you can wrap your right arm around you so the right fingers are near the left hip. So those are options. When you wrap, you open up the shoulder cap muscles. So we're opening up the muscles around the right shoulder, front of the right shoulder. Hold here and breathe. Twist and breathe. And then we'll inhale, center, exhale to the left. Right hand touches left knee. Left hand is behind you or wrapped around you. Hold and breathe. These are spinal twists, cross leg seated spinal twists. Let's inhale, center, go back to the first side. Exhale, twist. We're going to move our head this time. The right hand is behind you or wrapped around you from the back. Move your head from side to side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left, and then move the head again, side to side. And from here, stay twisted to the left. I want you to just walk your hands out on a left diagonal. We're kind of putting the torso, the front body over the left thigh. So we're walking hands out, sort of like a seated child's pose to the left, if that is clear enough. Just lower your front body down onto your left thigh and hold here. The arms are out, fingertips or palms, whichever, or palms, whichever works for you. Look down toward the floor, right above the left knee. And inhale up, sit up really straight here, turn to your right. Exhale, drape yourself over your right thigh and hold here. So you might feel some stretch happening on the lower part of your left rib cage. You might feel something. If you don't feel it, it's fine. But that's one of the target areas of spinal twists is that part of the body. Inhale, center. We'll go back to the first side. Exhale, drape over the left thigh. We're going to go in real time now. Inhale up to center, turn right, exhale down. Inhale up to center. We'll do one more set. Your set number 2, last set, first side. Exhale, come down. Inhale up, turn right, Exhale, come down, and then we're gonna walk hands to the center. So you may do flat palm, forearm, or fingertip, your choice. Look down toward the floor, lift your chest a little bit to straighten out your spine. So flat back here. You may look towards your fingertips, eyes open or closed, it's up to you. And then inhale, arms straight up. We're gonna recross the legs here. So put the other leg in front or on top. Exhale forward, we're gonna hold here again. The back is flat, lift your chest a little bit. Breathe through your nose. Check on your facial features, facial muscles, I should say, that they're softened and sweet. Inhale up, we'll do a few of these. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. Hold here again. Take some breaths, flatten your back. And then just walk your hands back towards your legs. Come up on an inhale. We'll stretch out the legs here. We'll windshield wiper feet. Shake out your arms. See what you notice. If you notice any sensations in your hip sockets, because we were sitting cross-legged, that's a hip opening pose. And then let's bring the soles of the feet to touch, butterfly pose or cobbler. We'll do a little foot massage here. So massaging your feet. Don't forget the arch. Get between the toes and underneath the toes. Smooth out the breath. Breathe in here and then exhale, walk hands forward. So you can do forearms down or palms or fingertips. Straighten out your back, lift your chest, and look down towards your feet. Eyes opened or closed. Let's walk hands toward the right. Hold here. So you might feel a little extra something on the inside of the left thigh. A little extra stretch, perhaps. See what you feel. And then place the left hand on top of the right. Deepen the stretch just a bit by repositioning the left hand on top of the right hand. Hold here, breathe. And then let's walk back to all the way to the left side. Both hands flat to start. So my right inside thigh and right hip feel much tighter in this shape than it did when I was hands to the right. So see what you feel. And then place the right hand on top of the left hand. Deepen the stretch a little bit. Breathe. Let's go back to the first side. And here you can place left hand on top of right and just hold. And then moving to the left side last time. Place the right hand on top of left hand. Hold there. And then back to center. Hold here. Keep breathing. Flatten your back again. And then walk hands back towards your legs. Bring your legs together like you're closing a book, knees together, and then extend your legs out. Windshield wiper. Shake out arms too. Breathe in here, and we're going to exhale, forward bend. This is called staff pose, like walking stick. And so holding here, you can place your hands on your shins or on the floor. Some may have access to forearms down, possibly. You can do forearms down on your shins as well. Placing your hands on your shins in this shape brings the floor up a little bit towards your hands, towards your forearms. Toes are pointing up, so you might feel a little extra zing behind your knees. When you flip your toes up, we're gonna hold here. The back is flat. Take some breaths. Inhale, both arms up, sit up tall. Exhale, arms down. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. We'll do two more. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward and hold again. So this is a stretch basically from the base of your neck all the way down the back to your ankles, the backs of your legs. And you can imagine doing this standing. If you had your tush on a wall or door, closed, well, open or closed door. And just that would be called a standing forward bend. This is called a seated forward bend. We're just holding here. So this is nice for the lower back muscles, the buttocks and the backs of the legs particularly. These are the target areas of this shape. And inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms out. And then circle the arms. Inhale them up. Exhale them out. Inhale them up. Exhale them out. This is shoulder blades. Inhale them up. Exhale them out. Inhale them up. Exhale them out. Inhale them up. Hold here. We're going to reverse that. So now exhaling down through the center, circling out, and then up on the inhale. Exhale down through the center, circling out. Inhale. Exhale down through the center, circling out. Inhale. Exhale. Circle out. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do a few more. Circle out. Inhale, exhale, come down. One more, circle out. Inhale, exhale, bring your arms all the way down. Shake out your arms, shake out your feet, your legs. Windshield wiper. Extend the left leg straight out. So sitting up really tall. Right foot is on the floor. You have some options of where to put the right foot. I'm going to leave mine on the inside of my left knee. You can cross over to have it on the outside of your left knee. This makes me feel a little congested in my front body. And so I have a little more space when I keep my foot on the inside of the left knee. So you have to try it out and see what you like. Hand position, arm position. We're going to be twisting to the right. You can take your left elbow onto the right knee, or you can straighten the left arm, and it's kind of awkward. I have my foot crossed over. I'm going to show it to you both ways. And we're going to be twisting to the right. So the right hand comes back behind you. Try to sit up straight. It's an awkward pose. I'm going to bring my right foot to the inside of my left knee. I'm going to hang on to my right knee with my left hand. That's what I'm going to do. Left toes are pointed up. Turn your body to the right. Try to sit up straight instead of leaning back. Try to keep the spine vertical and take some breaths here. Look over the right shoulder. Take some breaths here. This is a version of a spinal twist. And then coming back to center. Extend the right leg out, bend the left knee, left foot on the inside of the right knee or the outside, you get to pick, and then twisting to the left. So hanging on the right knee, if you choose to hang on to your knee, hanging on with the right hand to the left knee, or you can do the elbow method, right elbow, left kneecap, or straighten out the right arm. You get to choose. And the right toes are pointed up, twist to the left, we'll hold it here. Take some breaths. Look over your left shoulder this time. And then coming back to center, sitting wide leg. Take a breath in. We're going to walk forward with the hands. Keep your back flat, so spine is long, even though we're on an angle with the spine. Toes are up. It turns on all the muscles in the legs. And separate your legs enough for you feel a little pull on the inside of your thighs. That means that's where the stretch is. Not so wide that you're in pain, but just enough to feel a little feedback from your inner thighs. Palms flat or forearm down, or forearms down, or fingertips down. You get to pick and look down towards your hands, eyes open or closed. Just hold here. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the right. We're going to hold here for a couple breaths. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, sit up tall to center. Exhale, twist left. Hold here. Look over your left shoulder here. Inhale, center. We're going to forward bend. Exhale, down. Inhale, sit up. Toes are up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. We'll do one more set, one on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center, last one. Exhale, forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale to center, and then exhale the arms down. Welcome to class. And let's exhale, go forward one more time. Might feel a little easier to access this now since we've been sitting wide-legged for a while. Take some breaths here. And then inhale, come back up. We're going to move to table pose. So here is a good place for the towel or blanket if you should need it. A couple of options if you use it. You could put whatever it is just under your knees. So table pose looks like this. Good morning. Or what I do is I pat the entire lower leg, since I have this as a power tool, we'll call it. Coming to hands and knees, we'll do cat-cow for a bit. So we start with a neutral spine. That means the back is flat. This is table. We're going to inhale, lift your chest to cow pose, arch your back. We're going to hold here while I talk about this pose. I want to see who's coming. Hello, Gwendolyn. How are you? Welcome. So cat-cow is really nourishing for the spine. It manipulates the spine in a way that brings energy to the spine and blood flow. So the cow, we're in cow shape now. The back is arched, knees are over hips, shoulders, elbows, wrists in a mostly vertical line, chest is lifted. We're taking some breaths here. Also, the secondary benefit of this is you may feel a stretch on the front of your upper body, around the abdominal area. And so this is not a shape we move around in a lot, this arched back shape. So this is a nice stretch for those muscles there. We're going to breathe in here and then exhale, lift the spine up toward the sky. This is the cat pose we're going to hold here. So push firmly into the floor with your hands. And also I meant to mention we're on the tops of the feet. Sometimes the feet, the heels like to flop outward. We want to reposition our feet so that we're on the tops of the feet. And so this is the cat pose, pushing up through the hands. Think of like an angry cat, Halloween cat, scary cat. So that's the cat of the cat-cow move or pose. Inhale to cow. We're going to go real time. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. I'm going to let you do a few on your own, at your own pace and rhythm, and then we'll catch up in a few breaths. Two more, please. Come back to table. So this movement is really nourishing first thing in the morning. Some mornings I roll out of bed directly onto the floor and do a few of these to get my day started or my body started for the day. We'll do here now some hip circles. So we're moving the hips. Basically, it doesn't even have to be circles, but this is what hip circles look like. Just moving the hips round and round. And you can also make them smaller circles. I like the bigger ones because I feel like I'm hitting more muscles when I go, basically bringing my butt down to my heels in each circle. So that's that. You can stay up more upright with the hips up, more over the knees if you want, if that's more comfortable. You can also just shift the hips from side to side. So these aren't quite hip circles, but it's part of the same thing. Just shifting them side to side, moving your breath. Don't forget to keep breathing through your nose. And then here's another option, looking back toward whatever foot. So I'm looking at my right foot. So this is a lateral stretch for the left side rib cage for now. Looking over to the right foot. So you can do a few of these. Breathing. And so pick whatever feels good for you. You'll know it. Let your body decide what feels nicest. You can bring in the elbow, so bending one elbow or dipping a shoulder down toward the floor. So you can do a lot of different variations with these. What we started out with me calling them hip circles. You can add on different, dipping the shoulder, elbow. So sometimes when I do these, I feel kind of liberated in a way where I feel like I'm moving a lot of those little muscles that are around the ribs and side body and front ribs and all that. Coming back to stillness. Let's see, let's move to down dog. So let's take a moment. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's go into child's pose. So separate your knees wide, bring your big toes together, sit back as best you can on your heels, and then walk the hands straight out above your head. You can plant your forehead on your mat. This is also a place where a block could be helpful to bring the floor up to your forehead. So you just place a block or a book. Books work too. A roll towel would work right there to bring the floor up towards your forehead. So this is one of the 4 resting poses of yoga. This is child's pose. Traditional child's pose, our arms are above our head like they are now. For some of us, that's too much on the neck and shoulders, so you can bend your elbows into cactus arms. Looks like this. And palms down, same thing. Use a block for your forehead if you need it. So that takes a lot of stress off the shoulders and the neck. You can bring your hands down by your ankles if you want to try that. You can stack your hands for your forehead if you want the floor to come up a little bit, or you can use your soft fists to stack and bring the floor up more. So this is actually higher than my block. So we make whatever we're working with work for us instead of feeling like, oh, I can't do that. Just readjust, rethink the pose, and just find a way to make it work. So I'm gonna go palms flat, and I will hold here for a second. So while we're in child's pose, this is also a hip opener and nice for the muscles around the buttocks. And then let's move back to table. So reposition your knees, your legs, and all the things. We're going to curl the toes here before we go to table, we go to down dog. Want to do a little foot therapy. So we're coming up to on the balls of the feet. See that? You can either sit on your heels, which I know is not the prettiest feeling, or you can raise up. So the upper body is straight up vertical, or from the knees all the way up is vertical. Or you can come halfway with palms on the mat. So that takes a lot of the body weight off of the feet. So this is a great stretch for your feet and toes. We're opening the muscles, the little tiny muscles and bones in the feet, and that allows extra blood flow to come in. Take some breaths here. This is called a Shiro's pose or thunderbolt. And then let's come back to table. Let's reposition the feet. We're on the tops of the feet now. So this stretch is for the tops of the feet and the shin. Again, you can sit down on your heels. If you can sit down on your heels, you can halfway sit down on your heels by bringing your hands to the earth. You can bring from knees to shoulders vertical and just see which one happens. The stretch is happening no matter how you position your upper body, but it's a little more intense when we sit heels to butt or butt to heels because our entire upper body weight is resting on our feet. So see how that feels. Sometimes it's not the loveliest feeling for the knees, so make adjustments to make it accessible for you. All right, back to table. We're going into down dog, so curling the toes under. Inhale, lift your tush up toward the ceiling. We're gonna pedal here. So one heel down, the other knee bent. Pedal side to or back and forth, opposite leg. So this is a stretch for mostly for the calf muscles, but also for the entire back of the leg. You might feel some interesting things around the calf muscle. See what you notice. Mine feel tight. I spent my day on an airplane yesterday, so I'm not surprised. And then hold the right heel down, left knee bent. I said that wrong. Left heel, right heel down as far as you can get it. So straighten the right leg, basically. Left knee is bent, hold here. And then switch. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, hold. Let's go again. Change to the first side, hold, breathe. Change to the second side. And then both legs straight. Lift the left leg up a little bit or a lot, doesn't matter how high. Keep the hips parallel to the floor. So the left hip will want to come up on an angle, keep it parallel to the floor. Left foot down, right leg up a little or a lot, doesn't matter. Right hip stays parallel to the floor. Exhale the right foot down. Let's go both sides again. Lift the left leg. Inhale. Left foot down. Lift the right leg. Right foot down. We're going to walk back toward our feet. Walk your hands back towards your feet. We're doing a standing forward bend. So we did the seated version of this already. Hold here, standing forward bend, great stretch for the back of the legs, back of the calves, thighs, and all the things. And then inhale, come up to standing, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands into prayer pose. Bring your arms straight down. So notice how your arms feel from holding up that down dog. So this is one of the other 3 resting poses of yoga called mountain. So hands are either facing your thighs or facing forward. You get to pick which one is more comfortable. Bring your arms up overhead. We're going to swirl the arms in any way. Doesn't matter. I'm doing figure 8s. We can do circles, whatever you want, circles. Same direction, both arms circling independently. This is shoulder blades, shoulders, joints, arms. You make bigger circles. And then bring the arms up overhead, palms face each other. Take a breath in here. And then exhale to your right. Both arms face up, palms facing each other. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. We'll do one more. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Hold here. Exhale your arms down. Separate your feet. Comfortably wide, turn the right toes out to the right. We're going to do triangle pose. Arms in a strong T shape, so palms down. Engage your arm, muscles in your arms. Reaching with the right fingers and opposite way with the left buttock. And then dropping the right hand either above your knee, somewhere along the shin, all the way down to the floor if you can, down to the top of your foot, around your ankle, right ankle, and the left arm is straight up. So just find a placement. I'm going to stay on my shin because my left leg feels a little tight. And so this is a multi-purpose stretch, the backs of both legs and the inside of the right thigh right now. And the left rib cage, left side body, left rib cage. Left arm is straight up. And just hold here and breathe. Then inhale back to the setup. T-shaped arms, right toes in, left toes out. Reaching with the left fingers and the right butt in the opposite direction. Tip to the left. Right arm goes straight up. So this side feels easier for me to access for some reason. I don't know the reason, but it is fine. But just noticing the different feelings that your body, the signals that your body may be sharing with you. And then inhale back to center. We're going to go left toes in, right toes out. We're going to try warrior 2. So right toes are out, but now also the left heel turns out a little. Okay, so the left toes are on a very slight angle. Right toes are out to the right, strong T-shaped arms, bend the right knee over right ankle. This is warrior 2. Hold here. Deep breath here. And so the body is not leaning to the right, it's vertical. So the spine is long, vertical. Right knee is bent. Bring the left hand to left thigh, inhale, right arm straight up. This is called humble warrior or exalted warrior, or the more basic name is reverse warrior, but I like the prettier names. So humble warrior or exalted warrior. Hold here, so you may feel a stretch on the front half of your rib cage in this shape, on the right side, sorry. Then we'll go side angle. Right forearm comes to the right thigh. Lean all the way over to the right. The spine stays long. Left arm straight up, then left arm over by your left ear. This is called extended side angle or side angle pose. Hold here and breathe. And we'll come back up to center to warrior two, and then we'll reposition the feet. Bring your arms down for now. Left toes out to the left, right heel out a touch. Arms in a strong T shape, bend the left knee. The knee stays over the ankle here. Arms are strong, hold here, warrior two. And then we'll bring right hand, right thigh, lean back on an inhale. Keep breathing. And then inhale through warrior two to extended side angle. So the right arm comes up and then across toward the right ear. The left forearm is touching the left thigh. And then inhale back to warrior two. And then lower your arms, exhale, bring the feet together. We're going to do some twists. So just allowing the arms, hands to tap the body. Move your breath. And when you're ready, come down to the floor on your back, feet on the mat, knees up. So here would be a good place for a blanket, just a pad. You don't need it, but it's nice if you have one handy to pad the upper body especially the shoulder blades, the bony little the shoulder blades. Feet are flat on your mat, knees are up. We're gonna windshield wiper the knees, both legs going the same way. And move your breath. Noticing the contact points of your back and your mat as you move side to side. So pay attention to that. Just a point of awareness. And then for final relaxation, a couple of options. Traditional corpse pose. A little too high. It's just laying on your back. Legs separated, feet flail, flop open, arms out away from your side, palms up. This is traditional corpse pose. The third resting pose, actually we did all four. Down dog was a resting pose, child's pose, mountain pose, and corpse pose. Those are the four official resting poses of yoga. But for some of us, laying out like this it's a trigger, it's not comfortable. For some of us, our low back is not feeling it. So we can modify it, feet on the long edges of your mat, knees drop together. Another way to do it to make it more accessible is knees to chest, turn onto one side. Keep the knees bent, stack the legs on top of each other, bottom arm turns into your pillow, and the top arm just drapes across the top leg, on the outside of the top leg. So that's a side corpse pose. And you can also do Shavasana seated. Shavasana means corpse pose, but it also means final relaxation in the language of yoga. Sanskrit is the language of yoga. And so find a way to be comfortable. Allow yourself to sink in, whatever shape you're in, to just settle into the earth, nestle into the earth. Take what we call a body scan and see how things feel. If you were holding any tension earlier, it may have lessened or gone away. You might feel the exact same way you came into class, just an awareness of what's different or what's not different. Notice the quality of your breath. Noticing the air on your skin, the temperature of the air on your skin. listening to the sounds in your space. Deepen your breathing. Turn your head from side to side. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. You can circle your ankles and wrists, feet and hands. Next inhale, take a big stretch. Arms up overhead. And then when you're ready, you can exhale, knees to chest, and then turn on to one side. And then make your way upright. Carolyn, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And Gwendolyn, welcome back. I was subbing the 11 a.m. class, and it's been handed over back to the original teacher. She was out for a couple months. So the class will still happen at 11, but you'll be with Alana if you choose to come back. And I just want to say, may you be happy, may your life have meaning, and may you be an instrument for social change. And I hope to see you back next week. Thank you. Shalyn, thank you for your technical fabulousness. And I'll see you all next Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week.